Hit the reset button. Our environment literally helps shape our behavior and our cognition. In small group communication, a class that I teach, now called Teams in Collaboration, um, they're all in groups throughout the semester and they do group projects. Some within class, some they have to meet out of class. And some groups fail pretty poorly in the beginning. It takes a lot for them to get out of their shells or to figure out how to navigate a very difficult group member, whatever. And so this happens over, a couple weeks or so. And towards around the midterm area, what I'll do is I'll take the place that they naturally formed and evolved to where they're sitting because everybody sits in the same seat. And when I put them in groups, their groups all sit together. When they come in, I'm like, oh, can you go over there? You go over there. And then I make the group sit in a different location. That's it. And I only do it to hit the reset button because what happens is they think a little bit different. A school study with scuba divers where they're in a normal setting and they're given things to remember. And then what happens is they're underwater and they're actually scuba diving while the using scuba divers, and they're given things to remember. The retention rate while they were in that novel environment underwater was so much greater. And it was because the power of novelty. And so it's called the novelty bias. And we could use this if you are having a meeting and you have a Monday morning kickoff meeting. Don't do that, by the way. That's really, it gets old, right? But anyway, you're having a project meeting, you're meeting once a week, whatever it may be. Take one of the meetings or more, multiple, however you want to do it at some point, and have it even just simply in another room. You can feel it. You can see that people are different. They go to sit down and they can't sit in the same seat because the room is oriented different table, different chairs. And so that kicks off, that hits that reset button. Everybody looks at things from a slightly different perspective. And so you can use that at home. Say you made the same meal dozens of times. I remember my mom would certain things she would make, I'd be like, yeah. And other things, oh my, not this again. However, so this time serve it differently. Go outside, sit in front of the TV room, because that's what we called it back in the day, in the TV room. So go sit in there instead of the kitchen. The same meal, different setting, and it's going to change the way that people behave. And so the novelty bias is something that you can use easily and readily